Are the Dodgers about to make the most controversial move of the offseason? Trading away a champion who helped deliver back-to-back titles? There's a cold, calculated edge to greatness that casual fans rarely understand. While the baseball world celebrates championships and raises banners, the truly elite organizations are already dissecting weaknesses, identifying vulnerabilities, and making ruthless decisions that separate dynasties from one-hit wonders. Right now, the Los Angeles Dodgers stand at that exact crossroads, and the decision they're contemplating might just shock the entire sport. According to explosive reporting from The Athletic, Teoscar Hernández, the three-time Silver Slugger Award winner who's been instrumental in the Dodgers' consecutive World Series victories, has surfaced in trade conversations. Yes, you read that correctly. The same player who delivered clutch performances throughout 2 championship runs, the same veteran who posted an impressive .780 OPS across 33 postseason games, the same warrior who collected a crucial RBI in Game 7 of the 2025 World Series just weeks ago, might be wearing a different uniform come opening day 2026. This isn't speculation. This isn't rumor mill nonsense. Sources confirm that Hernandez's name has legitimately entered trade discussions, and the reasoning behind this potential seismic shift reveals everything you need to know about how championship organizations actually operate. Let's establish the facts with surgical precision. Teoscar Hernández has been absolutely magnificent at the plate for Los Angeles. During the past 2 postseasons combined, only the supernatural Shohei Ohtani posted better offensive numbers among Dodgers hitters. Hernandez crushed 8 home runs, drove in 25 runs, and consistently delivered when the lights shined brightest. His bat has been undeniably valuable. But here's where the narrative gets complicated, where championship-caliber analysis separates itself from surface-level observation. Baseball isn't played exclusively at the plate. The defensive metrics paint a brutally honest picture that front offices cannot ignore. Hernandez ranked 33rd out of 36 qualified right fielders in outs above average, posting a staggering -9 rating. Let that sink in for a moment. Among virtually every regular right fielder in Major League Baseball, only 3 performed worse defensively than the Dodgers' Silver Slugger. For a team with championship DNA coursing through its organizational veins, this represents an unacceptable vulnerability. The Dodgers ranked 18th in MLB in outs above average as a team during 2025, decidedly mediocre for a franchise that demands excellence in every facet. When you're constructing a roster designed not just to win, but to dominate, you cannot afford significant defensive liabilities, regardless of how pretty the offensive statistics appear. This is where elite decision-making diverges from emotional attachment. Lesser organizations cling to productive veterans out of loyalty or sentimentality. Championship franchises make cold, calculated decisions based on comprehensive evaluation. The Dodgers didn't become back-to-back World Series champions by accepting good enough. They achieved unprecedented success by relentlessly pursuing optimization. Here's where this potential transaction transforms from shocking to strategically brilliant. The Dodgers already have Hernandez's replacement developing within their system, and he might actually represent an upgrade in the aggregate. Andy Pages emerged as one of the organization's most intriguing young talents throughout 2025, showcasing remarkable versatility by playing all 3 outfield positions. More importantly, Pages didn't commit a single error in 51 games at right field, the exact position where Hernandez has struggled defensively. 0 errors, flawless execution. But Pages isn't merely a defensive specialist with limited offensive capabilities. He took significant strides forward at the plate during the most recent campaign, demonstrating the type of developmental trajectory that makes front offices salivate. The combination of elite defensive metrics, positional versatility, and improving offensive production creates a profile that championship organizations covet. This is textbook roster construction. Identify a weakness, develop internal solutions, and execute transitions at optimal value points. If the Dodgers can move Hernandez while his offensive value remains high, acquire meaningful assets in return, and seamlessly transition to pages without sacrificing overall production. They've essentially turned a defensive liability into organizational depth and future flexibility. The mathematics here aren't complicated. Hernandez provides superior offensive production but creates defensive vulnerabilities. Pages offers elite defense with developing offensive capabilities and comes at a fraction of the financial cost. For a franchise already committed to massive contracts for superstars like Ohtani, Mookie and Freddie Freeman, reallocating resources while maintaining competitive excellence represents sound financial strategy. This potential Hernandez transaction doesn't exist in isolation. The Dodgers have been aggressively connected to multiple outfield acquisitions throughout the offseason, revealing a comprehensive strategy to address their defensive shortcomings. Bleacher Report recently linked Los Angeles with Boston Red Sox outfielder Jarren Duran, an athletic, defensively gifted player who would immediately upgrade the Dodgers' outfield defense. Similarly, another Red Sox outfielder, Wyler Abreu, has been mentioned as a potential target. Boston possesses a surplus of talented outfielders and is expected to move at least one before the 2026 season begins. The Red Sox situation creates the perfect trade environment for the Dodgers. Boston needs to consolidate talent and address other roster needs. Los Angeles needs to upgrade defensively while potentially acquiring controllable, cost-effective assets. Hernandez, despite his defensive limitations, remains an attractive trade chip for teams seeking proven offensive production and championship experience. Imagine this scenario. The Dodgers trade Hernandez to a contender desperate for right-handed power, acquire an athletic, defensively elite outfielder from Boston's surplus, transition Pages into an everyday role, and suddenly transform their 18th-ranked outfield defense into a top 10 unit without sacrificing significant offensive production. That's not just roster management, that's organizational mastery. Some analysts have speculated that moving Hernandez might signal the Dodgers' intention to pursue star free agent Kyle Tucker. However, informed sources suggest this is unlikely. Los Angeles has shown reluctance to commit the massive long-term contract Tucker will command on the open market. Instead, the Dodgers appear focused on strategic roster optimization through calculated trades and internal development, a sustainable model that doesn't mortgage the future for short-term gains. What we're witnessing here transcends a single transaction. This represents the fundamental philosophy that separates perennial contenders from occasional winners. The Dodgers refuse to rest on their laurels. They refuse to accept good enough. They refuse to let emotional attachment cloud strategic decision-making. Teoscar Hernández helped deliver 2 World Series championships. His contributions will forever be etched in franchise history. But championship organizations understand that nostalgia doesn't win future titles. Comprehensive roster construction, relentless optimization, and strategic resource allocation create sustained excellence. If the Dodgers ultimately pull the trigger on a Hernandez trade, it won't be because they don't appreciate his contributions. It will be because they've identified a path to improve the overall roster construction while maintaining championship-caliber competitiveness. That's not disrespect. That's professional sports at the highest level. The reality is stark. Defensive metrics matter. Outs above average isn't some abstract statistical curiosity. It represents tangible value that directly impacts game outcomes. Every ball that drops for a hit because an outfielder lacks range, every extra base allowed because of poor positioning, every runner who advances because of defensive inefficiency, these moments accumulate throughout a 162-game season and can determine playoff seeding, home field advantage, and ultimately championship outcomes. The Dodgers understand this at a molecular level. Their willingness to even consider trading a productive, popular veteran demonstrates organizational commitment to comprehensive excellence rather than selective competence. Will the Dodgers actually trade Teoscar Hernández? The honest answer is that it remains uncertain. As reporting indicates, Los Angeles would likely need to be blown away by an offer to actually execute the transaction. Hernandez's departure still seems relatively unlikely given his offensive production and championship pedigree. But the fact that his name has legitimately entered trade conversations reveals everything about how elite organizations operate. The Dodgers aren't satisfied with back-to-back championships. They're not content with pretty good defense. They're not willing to accept vulnerabilities simply because a player contributed to past success. This is the cold, calculated reality of dynasty building. Sentiment doesn't hang banners. Nostalgia doesn't win elimination games. Comprehensive roster construction, strategic resource allocation, and relentless pursuit of optimization create sustained excellence. Whether Hernandez ultimately remains in Dodger blue or gets dealt for assets that address organizational needs, one thing is absolutely certain. Los Angeles is approaching the 2026 season with championship or bust mentality, and they're willing to make uncomfortable decisions to maintain their position atop the baseball world. That's not ruthlessness, that's excellence. What do you think about the Dodgers potentially trading Teoscar Hernández? Is this strategic brilliance or organizational insanity? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that like button if you want more hard-hitting baseball analysis that goes beyond the surface-level narratives